content creators that even when I start liking them or I don't like them at first, eventually they're going to drop a piece of content that I don't fuck with and I don't vibe with, okay? And that's why I always try to take the position of like, listen, man, I'm just up here not talking my truth. I'm just up here sharing my thoughts based on actual stuff that I've experienced and I'm currently experiencing and plan on experiencing. Now, I've been to university, I've had a career, I fucked up a lot, more than I've won, and, you know, I'm a Christian. But, like, you know, if you want to come and follow me, man, just understand that if you follow somebody, they got to know where they're going, baby. And how do you know they know where they're going? Well, it's helpful if they show you a map. It's helpful if they show you a vision. It's helpful if they give you some kind of, like, you know, fellowship type deal where it's like, yo, we got to do some shit or some shit going to pop off. Or alternatively, my approach is being a supporting character, man. Or more importantly, not even being on camera, man. I don't want to be the dude that's doing the fucking sellout shit like Drake. I want to be the dude in the opening non-stop that's like, you know, the dude runs up to him, such a beautiful shot, it's like some random white dude telling awesome Drake's there's something fucked up. And the very next shot is some dude in his ear and it's one of his brothers, one of these background cats, right? I don't know who this dude is, but I gotta look him up. But all these system is easier. Showtime! The light's on you, it's always on you, champ. Showtime, the lights are on and they're always all on you. And I remember the start of that non-stop video I've watched probably over 500 times in my life, the whole thing. I remember watching Drake that first time. I'm pretty sure it's the first video that I ever saw of him, right? And how terrified he looks. He's backstage trying to G himself up. You gotta understand, there's 40,000 people out there. He's in London, man. So some shit could fucking pop off. He's going out there. There's a bunch of kids everywhere. And he's just like, I remember he does this thing, and he does his thing, and then he looks up, bro. I remember I started looking at the sky. It's no stars in the sky tonight, but I started seeing the same 3 stars every fucking day after watching that video. And he looks up at the sky, and then some dude runs up to him. There's, you know what the fucking, if you're doing live events, there's always like some cord that's missing. There's always some shit that doesn't go right. Some shit always goes pear-shaped in events, you know what I mean? And that's when that dude's just like, he's just like, just tell me what I need to hear, bro. And that's what God does for you, man. God gives you what you need, man. What Lucifer does, he's still an angel, man. That's the beauty of the whole fucking story, man. Lucifer is not really a bad dude, man. He just does bad shit. That's where the anti-hero whole thing comes from, right? Think about it. Who said Lucifer's a demon, right? Angel of demons, anybody? But at the same time, who am I to be up for saying what I want to say? Exactly. Freedom of speech comes with responsibility, man, especially when people are listening. And that's why in places like South Africa, you can't go out in public and just say and do whatever the fuck you want. That's why I became fascinated with systems. Everyone thinks they have the system clocked until they realize the number one rule of systems. There's always another system that fucks up your system, bro.